Alright, anime fans, buckle up, cuz Tower of God Season 2 is back. And it's like a 7-layer burrito, stuffed with twists, action, and more drama than a reality TV show. Like, what in the actual plot twist on steroids have we been watching? I thought Season 1 was wild, but Season 2 said, nah, hold my Shinzu, we're going for a ride. Like, how can one season slap so hard? Honestly, it's not even just a slap. It's a full-on roundhouse kick to the feels and the brain. After a 4-year wait, our boy Bam, or should we say Viole, is back. And whoo, the glow-up is real. Let's dive into why this season has been fire, and why you need to binge it ASAP. So first things first, remember when Rachel gave Bam the old backstab? Yeah, she yeeted him off the tower like he was nothing. But guess what? Bam didn't go splat on the bottom. Oh no. My guy got picked up by Huarin, aka your friendly neighborhood redhead, who's all about that, helping you climb the tower life. While Rachel's out here telling everyone Bam's dead, like we believe anything she says anymore. Bam's on the glow-up journey of the century. Fast forward 6 years, and boom! Bam's not the soft boy we knew. Oh no. He's rocking the name Viole Grace. And damn, did he go from your typical shonen protagonist with big dreams and a bigger heart to a stone-cold badass who looks like he could cut you down with just a stare. He's darker now, colder, and let's be real, low-key terrifying. And who can blame him? After Rachel, her again, threw him under the metaphorical and literal bus at the end of Season 1, Bam has been through it. Fast forward to Season 2, and Bam's now this high-ranking, almost unrecognizable force of nature in Fug, a shadowy organization within the tower. They've basically trained him into this weapon of destruction, and he's out here taking names like it's nobody's business. Man's got a secret villain arc going on, and I'm living for it. But the real kicker is that despite everything, you can still see the old Bam in there. He hasn't lost his desire to protect his friends, even if he's now shrouded in mystery and trauma. Now, let's meet Ja Wangnan, the poor dude just trying to survive out here on the 20th floor. My guy is drowning in debt. Like, seriously, student loans have nothing on this guy's situation. He's got to pass a deadly test. And if he fails, yeah, it's organ selling time. No pressure, right? He's thrown into this deadly test on the 20th floor alongside a motley crew of newbies, including the fierce Yiwa Yeon, who honestly is such a boss with her fire manipulation. Yiwa's got this take no prisoners attitude, and she brings a refreshing dynamic to the group. And let's not forget Hwa Ryun, the guide with the glowing red eye who seems to have more secrets than the tower itself. She's always one step ahead, guiding Bam and the others with cryptic advice. And it's low-key terrifying how much she knows. But at the same time, you trust her because she's got that I know what I'm doing, even if you don't, energy. Now, you'd think Bam being on a secret mission for Fug would be the big plot twist of the season. But nope, this season just keeps on giving. Rachel, yes, the most hated character in the history of webtoons, makes a comeback. And if you thought she was a snake before, well, sis leveled up. Without giving too much away, let's just say her betrayal in Season 1, it wasn't the last. And it sure as hell wasn't the biggest. Rachel's playing some sort of 4D chess that no one else can fully grasp yet, and it's maddening. Like, we should all hate her guts, but somehow the story keeps us coming back to her character, wondering why she's so dang complex. We don't want to understand her, but the writing makes it impossible to look away. As Bam, or should we call him Viole, ascends the tower, you start to notice the political intrigue hitting new highs. It's not just about climbing the floors and fighting anymore. There's a power struggle between rankers, the 10 great families, and organizations like Fug. Bam, of course, is caught right in the middle of this mess, and it's not long before you realize that everyone in the tower is playing some sort of game. Whether it's for power, survival, or revenge, alliances shift faster than you can blink. And it's giving me serious Game of Thrones vibes, but with way more magical energy beams. Speaking of power, the fights this season? Bro, if you thought the action was intense in Season 1, Season 2 cranks it up to an 11. The Rankers, those godlike warriors who once seemed untouchable, are now more central to the plot. And the difference in power between them and our main cast is mind-boggling. We get to see Bam/Viole go up against some seriously tough opponents. It's not always about brute strength. There's a lot of psychological warfare going on. Bam's not just physically stronger, he's strategically terrifying. He's learning and adapting so fast, like, dude's out here mastering moves quicker than a TikTok trend. And while all that is happening, the underlying theme of betrayal keeps coming back to haunt us. Just when you think you can trust someone, bam! No pun intended. They double-cross you, and it hurts every time. Whether it's betrayal from someone you thought was an ally, or a deep personal betrayal, cough, Rachel, cough. This season consistently reminds you that nobody can be fully trusted in the tower. The mind games and backstabbing are off the charts, and you're constantly on the edge of your seat, wondering who's going to turn on who next. But what makes Tower of God Season 2 truly special is that for all the intense battles, betrayals, and brain-melting plot twists, the story never loses its heart. Bam is still, at his core, that same kid who's driven by love and friendship. Sure, he's gone through hell, and yeah, he's become this walking weapon of mass destruction, but he hasn't forgotten about the people who matter to him. His journey is still very much about finding those he cares about and protecting them, and that contrast between his growing power and his emotional vulnerability is what makes him such a compelling protagonist. And don't even get me started on the world building. Season 2 expands the tower's lore in ways that will make your head spin, in a good way. We're learning more about the history of the tower, the different factions vying for control, and the deeper mystery surrounding the 10 great families and their insane influence. Each floor feels like its own mini-world, with its own rules and dangers. And every time our characters move up, it feels like stepping into a new universe. So, what's the takeaway here? Simple. Tower of God Season 2 didn't just deliver. It pulled up in a Lamborghini, handed us an all-you-can-eat buffet of epicness, and then dropped the mic like it owns the place. It's got layers, man. Like an onion. But instead of making you cry, it'll have you screaming, "What just happened?" every 5 minutes. Depth? Check. Jaw-dropping action? Double check. Plot twists that'll make you question every life decision? Oh, you bet. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you even doing with your life? Seriously, forget whatever lame excuse you were about to give. Netflix? Pause. Homework? Can wait. Social life? Overrated. You need to dive headfirst into this wild ride of a season. Because once you start, it's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun definitely won't stop. But don't say I didn't warn you. Your heart might not survive. Trust me, it's going to be a wild, twisted, soul-shattering adventure. And you won't be able to look away even if you tried. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to be notified of any latest uploads. That said, see you in the next one.